Did you know on this date in history, the Jonestown Massacre occurred? Jim Jones, leader of the People's Temple religious community that was founded in the 1950s, and some 900 of his followers died on this day in 1978 in Guyana in a massive act of murder-suicide known as the Jonestown Massacre.
I think this is a lesson to be learned because even though the lives are no longer with us, we can take from this experience one, don't drink the Kool Aid, literally and figuratively. And two, there is a lot of propaganda and media out there that continues to brainwash the masses that may not be in one particular area or space at a time,
Boy.
but is reverberating across the stream and the channels of the internet and the waves of the televisions and the social media. So we need to take stock of what we're listening to,
Yep.
what we're watching,
Yep.
and who our leaders are. Because I one got alone,
Boy, I tell you,
alone.
I don't understand it still. I tell you, I've always heard of the Jonestown Massacre, and being Guyanese, it's one of those unfortunate things that's happened to our history, and I always figured, 900 for some reason.
That number.
It wasn't realized. I think, in your mind, you're thinking, okay, 20, 25, a few people that somebody was. How you convince 900 people, as you said, to drink the Kool-Aid? Whoever's got those kinds of skills, that charisma to, appeal to people like that, all you can do is hope that they're using it for good purposes. And,
That part.
Jeepers creepers. So yeah. So on this day, that's what happened, folks. All right.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
And
Lesson
let's
learned.
move forward in a better light.
Yeah.
And in gratitude because we're alive today to tell the story.
Yeah, and as you said, right, with all of these social media influences and all these people that are, sending you messages, there's a lot of fake news, a lot of things that people are using to manipulate and scam people. So you gotta be careful, you gotta watch out,
Know yourself.
Yeah, and all of these the deep fakes that they have now, all the technology. So be careful, folks. Yeah. Be careful.
Yeah.
And don't drink the Kool-Aid.
And don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Be aware of what's going on and stay tuned to Island Heat because, we're going to give it to you live and raw from the real.
What do you mean? We've got a great show lined up for you, as always. We've got our All Things Caribbean Trivia, where we find how well you know your Caribbean history.
Know it.
Yeah. Of course, we're going to also get into the Heat from the Streets, where we give you all of the top stories, news features from across the islands. We're talking the mix up, the trending topics, and the events for you island movers and shakers.
And hold on to your seats because you're really going to enjoy the Island Heat Countdown, where we count down the top 10 songs from Caribbean artists based right here in the ATL.
That's right. So keep it locked. So we about to jump into today's theme of our show is
Dominica, the beautiful island and the official Commonwealth, is an island country in the Caribbean. It is part of the Windward Islands chain in the Lesser Antilles. The capital, Rosso, is located on the western side of the island, and Dominica's closest neighbors are two constituent territories of the European Union, the overseas departments of France, Guadeloupe to the northwest, and Martinique to the southeast. Now, Dominica comprises a land area of 290 square miles, and the highest point is Morne Diabolitans at 4,747 feet in elevation. The population is approximately 71,293 individuals.
Now, the island was settled by the Arawaks, arriving from South America in the 5th century, and the Kalinko replaced the Arawaks in about the 15th century. Christopher Columbus is said to have passed by the island on the 3rd of November, 1493. It is later colonized by Europeans, predominantly by the French, from 1690s to the 1763 around there. The French then trafficked slaves from West Africa to Dominica to work on the coffee plantations. And then Great Britain took possession in 1763 after a 7-year war and gradually established English as its official language. The island gained independence as a republic in 1978.
Now, Dominica has been nicknamed the nature island of the Caribbean for its natural environment. It's the youngest island in the Lesser Antilles, and it is still being formed by geothermal volcanic activity, as evidenced by the world's second largest hot spring called Boiling Lake. The island has lush mountainous forests and is home of many rare plants, animals, and bird species. The Cicero parrot, also known as the imperial Amazon, is critically endangered and only found in Dominica. It is the island's national bird and is featured on the national flag, making Dominica one of the only two sovereign nations whose flag features the color purple.
Wow, wow.
How regal.
Hey, big up every time. Did not know that. Only two countries have the color purple in their flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. You know, there's only one flag that doesn't have the color white.
Is that right?
That is right.
Jamaica?
That is Jamaica.
It's I mean.
Yeah. So that is our show for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We're just getting started. That is all about Dominica. Beautiful island. Definitely going to be visiting there one day soon.